The section on Zionism grossly misrepresented a foundational aspect of Jewish identity. At its core, Zionism is simply the belief that the Jewish people have a right to self-determination and homeland in Israel.
You brought attention to this story on X, writing that Kathy Hochul and New York Democrats own this vile anti-Semitism on NYS Regent exam. A total immoral abomination here. This raging anti-Semitism in New York is appeased and promoted by Kathy Hochul and her failing anti-Semitic New York Democrat Party. Enough is enough. And of course, we bring this up because your name, Congresswoman, has been floated as a potential candidate for governor here in New York. How would you handle this situation differently than those currently in power?
Well, we have to have zero tolerance for anti-Semitism in the state of New York. We have the largest population of Jewish residents out of any other state in the nation. And what we have seen is a skyrocketing of anti-Semitic slurs, crimes, hate crimes, assaults against Jewish individuals, Jewish families. We need higher security for our synagogues. We need a zero tolerance. Or look at what the New York State Assembly did under Democrat leadership. They refused to vote on a resolution recognizing the horrific day of October 7th. They pulled that. The New York Democrats did that, and that is under Kathy Hochul. So we will have zero tolerance, and we certainly will not have tolerance for a New York City mayor that is at their core anti-Semitic. So that is what Kathy Hochul has embraced. She owns this. If you look at Jewish voters in the state of New York, they are increasingly voting Republican because they know that Republicans stand strongly with Israel, that Republicans are the leader, and I've been the leader of that charge to combat, condemn, and zero out anti-Semitism, whether it's on college campuses or on our streets and communities in New York State.
I want to move over, if we can, staying with Governor Hochul, but moving away from anti-Semitism to migrant crime or to those coming here illegally. There was a bit of a back and forth with you and the governor on Capitol Hill that we'll be able to play. I just wanted to show this and maybe get your reaction today to this. Not only that, but the slush fund that's going to be built there for those here illegally to fight these battles in court. Watch this.
Rapes of young girls, beatings of NYPD cops by illegals who are here under Kathy Hochul's failed policies, burning New Yorkers alive. This is Kathy Hochul's New York. It's one of the many reasons why you're hemorrhaging support from hardworking New York families.
These are horrific crimes, and they're heartbreaking.
They're horrific crimes that are committed on your watch. You signed this executive order on your first day in office. You signed it again and again this January. We deserve a governor who stands up for law-abiding New Yorkers, doesn't put illegals first, but actually puts New Yorkers first. I appreciate
rather than going after the viral moment, I suggest you look at the facts.
I'm standing up for New Yorkers. No. Rather than addressing the illegals in New York, you are prioritizing your far-left sanctuary state policies, which you put in place with executive orders.
And not only that, the $50 million that is going to go towards legal funds for those here illegally to fight their court battles, that from Governor Hochul as well. Your response to that?
My response is we need a governor who puts New Yorkers first, and Kathy Hochul puts illegals first and New Yorkers last. And let's be clear about the $50 million slush fund. Those are taxpayer dollars of hardworking New York families. And the fact that Kathy Hochul wants to use our hard-earned taxpayer dollars to bail out illegals, New Yorkers, whether you're Republican, Democrat, or independent, that is not common sense. That is antithetical to the type of leadership that we should have. This is the same day that Kathy Hochul ran to the side of a Democrat mayoral candidate who assaulted an ICE law enforcement officer. And rather than supporting our law enforcement officers, Kathy Hochul supports the assaulter. This is about putting criminals first. And as you saw, further clips of that hearing, she did not acknowledge that a woman was burned alive on a subway by an illegal in New York State because of Kathy Hochul's sanctuary state laws. She did not acknowledge that a 15-year-old minor was raped in Albany County by an illegal here because of Kathy Hochul. She did not acknowledge a 5-year-old that was raped or molestations that happened on Long Island. She owns these sanctuary state policies. She signed 3 executive orders continuing those, and New Yorkers are sick of it. It is why her polls are plummeting because, again, regardless of your party affiliation, we deserve a governor who has strong leadership and puts New Yorkers first.
She's always one to watch, by the way, when you're questioning witnesses. Congresswoman, thank you so much for joining us today. We understand there's some breaking news with the president, so thanks for standing by.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Information. Truth is freedom. is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.